What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and in this video, I want to talk about Dragon Ball Sparking Zero or Tenkaichi 4, whichever one you want to call it. I think I'll call it Tenkaichi 4 for the purposes of this video. But what we have is kind of this weird back and forth, the size of the game. And I say back and forth because for every person that posts what they see the size of this game to be, you got another person posting a different size. Now, not just a video talking about how big this game is going to be, but also because we're getting these pictures, does this mean this game is closer than some people might think? Well, look, at the end of the day, and I want to say I've been predicting this for a while, I think this game is extremely close. If you told me this game comes out, let's say by March or April, I would say, yeah, that sounds about right. I really think that this game comes out first half of this upcoming year. And especially in the era we're in right now with every game getting delayed, right? Maybe they want it to come out in May and ends up getting pushed to like September or October. It's actually going to be probably a lighter fall period for gaming 2024 than it was for 2023. So I think it would be fine anyway. But I really think this game could come out in the next 6 months. And, you know, seeing sizes doesn't necessarily mean it's all that close, but I think it's a good sign. I think the fact that people are posting this stuff means that this game is definitely close. And I've been saying this. I've been saying this game is closer than you think for like half a year now. So what we have, and again, in terms of like the news, well, the gigabyte thing is kind of all over the place. So I think the first picture that people were circulating, it was like 71 gigabytes. Then there was another post that said it was 77. I actually saw another picture that said like 7 or 8 gigs. I have no idea what happened to that person's one. And then there was another one that was like 160. Now, I don't know if some of these were Photoshopped, but the first two and the ones that I think make the most sense, and also the ones that have been circulated the most, right? The ones that everybody's kind of talking about, was 71 and then 77. That does seem realistic. Like the 7 gig, there's no way. There's no way this game is going to be 7 gigabytes. And then the one that was like 160 plus, absolutely no. Those are the two extremes, right? That's never going to happen. 70, 75, 80 gigs. That seems, in fact, if you look, I think Mortal Kombat is like 80, somewhere in that 80 range, at least on, I think, PlayStation. So that definitely seems to line up with what a modern day, fighter, it's got all these, all these voice lines, all of these different things. That seems like a pretty good size. Like it makes sense for what the game actually is. So I'd be more willing to bet on that one. And then again, does this mean that the game is coming out soon? Well, look, we just saw it at the Game Awards. I think they crushed it. I think that trailer was freaking awesome, and I'm very, very excited. I think we're only, look, where we're at right now, I think there's only like one more step to go. I think you show some sort of game. Well, they showed a little gameplay, but I think you show some sort of gameplay montage. Journalists get their, try at the game, whatever ends up happening. You get some preview week where everybody's tried it, and then the game comes out, 2, 3, 4 months later. Again, I really think this thing is coming out before, the end of the first half of the year. So hopefully we get a little bit more information. I have a feeling it would obviously be after, Christmas going into 2024. So we probably have to wait a month or two, but I would not be shocked if this was a pretty good sign, right? In fact, I think this is actually like a leaked, this is like the Xbox store page, like all the info on it. Xbox's store has leaked multiple times in the last couple of years. It's leaked release dates before. So I'm not saying that hasn't happened. That hasn't happened yet. And I'm not going to knock on wood because you know what? If it were to accidentally happen, I wouldn't really be all that upset about it. I'm just saying that already we're getting the size of the game potentially through like a store mistake, right, on Xbox's part. And they've done it before where they've leaked release dates. And so why wouldn't this happen again? So maybe, people just have to keep their eyes peeled and maybe something happens in the next couple months. I think it will. Honestly, I think no matter what, whether it's a leak or not a leak, I think we get a release date very, very soon on this thing. So let me know what you guys think. Make sure you guys are subscribed, bell icon turned on, and I hope to see you all on the next one.